and looked much better in the next coming games as we
So this team's trying a lot.
You know, we talk about all this talent
To be a pretty solid team in domination as well, just losing to Envy, who was another top team. We'll see how this bodes, but hopefully for Dreamland's sake, they can maybe get some value out of this Jeff combination with
time and space, and almost getting the point there. Good touch from the side of Dreamland to hold on, but again, nobody falling as both the Venoms are just doing a dance here, trying to make the teams look
point, making sure TTK is never in a good spot. Ultimate's built up for 100Thies now. They switched Terra over to the Star-Lord. We saw Star-Lord permaban in the last series. So now we get to see it.
And for the side of Dreamland with an early pick there. Shows just casing the power of Rocket, which, you know, in that ultimate, which is not only strong now, will be getting a 20% increase in damage. So definitely better ladder and in this level of play. As we start off once more, Terra going to start with the Galactic Legend. That is very close there on Mace, who was able to hold on, but Terra finds Valentina now. 100Thies trying to walk forward up a number. Out we go with the It's Jeff from
Mace at the very least, right? So Mace back in the fight to stall it out. Ult's committed. Mace actually finds one. Sneakers on to another. And even through this invisible boundary of Harvey, 2 are down.
Be able to bring the team up. He might. No, the whole team.
Oh my.
And does not allow that to happen as Sneakers gets that pick. And again, Dreamland are playing lights out, keeping this momentum. Going to use this Sia to just have that damage boost. And that is some great animation cancel there by Stick. Still not able to do so, but yes, they do now as TTK goes down. And again, Emma does great in those. These neutrals are wild. Held on to ults there. Valentina committed the boundary during those fights, and that is the advantage to holding out of those ults, and that is the patience, the understanding of play in that opportunity or eye from Chuckles or Stinkers. Gibbery is holding on to the Sia as well. There's that strangling prison. Can they commit? Out goes the Sia. Terra finds Stinkers though, and is making that switch onto the storied.
It was very interesting, Shib, with the pickoff. I mean, they're going the triple comp that we would usually see on like a convoy map, making 100Thies sort of react
very well. She will likely use it to counteract something like Delena if need be, who is holding on to that Ensong Inferno, but that damage boost combination is available there with Millennia. Good pick there by Delena, and it's like they're not able to make that happen as Delena is forced into this off angle in building. Ton of damage goes out as May starts off with the Sonic Seduction, gets one walking, and that's going to be Vinny. Will they be able to collapse? They cannot at the moment. Valentina finds a pick on Delena in the off angle.
Luna advantage, right? They go for that protect and ban earlier, and you know, a lot of teams have sort of shied away from that. They're fine playing Invisible Woman instead of Luna.
Like TTK in a dangerous position now, going to force out cooldowns. Will they be able to hold on? No. Chuckle's going to take out TTK. Terra going to find Gibbery. Harvey going to bring back TTK, so that pick does not find too much value. Dance Floor is out to shut that down. Vinny going to find Stinkers there to trade.
Oh, geez, and Stinkers back over to Phoenix at the very least, but it's already starting off in a horrible way for Dreamland, losing their Jeff that early. They get to take advantage with the putting to let on Phoenix, a very aim-centric hero, and then Terra on his Bucky, and we've seen him many times pop off on that hero, but it's in the brunt of TTK's ult, one of the stronger ults as well. Tough part with Jeff is that, you know, I think early on people, you know, took advantage of maybe not being practiced enough versus Jeff and the It's Jeff ultimates. Nowadays, people are sort of reacting to it well. We saw that Meteor M come out, but Dreamland, understanding they have the ult advantage, sort of just press forward off of Chime's early pick on the Jeff.
And we'll start once more. Mace taking that space and owning it. 30% on here for Dreamland. Stinker's going to take the off angle, and it is huge right there. The great pop there of the passive on the stacks. The stun goes out, does not land. Mace going to start up here trying to find the Sonic Seduction. There is value in forcing that last second seduction so that you can deal damage while they're still walking. Almost happening there on a TTK, but does not fully pull through. Harvey going to launch out to Sia, trying to get this pull. Stinkers, though, immediately going to find 2, almost 3. Terra going to turn that back, but still a ton of value there. Valentina onto TTK prior to the Sonic Seduction rolling out, and they're going to commit for more. The portal comes through from Millennia. Will they be able to make this happen now, as there is only 2 available on the strategist line? Delena going to be on the Warlock, Harvey on the Rocket. Not a lot of mainline healing there. Delena finds that pick though onto Chime and makes it work, but Chime comes right back from the res. There has been so much value in that BRB in this matchup.
Yeah, but I don't know how, like, Vinny didn't die.
And ensuring that they are in a dangerous position when they do launch that Karmic Revival. Vinny trying to make a play here onto Chime. Chime not quite available with ultimate yet, instead just trying to distract. But Cap is all over the place right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're pressing off that Jeff on his off angle, and he can't.
She's going to be using that invisible boundary. Stinkers find CTK once more. That res will not come through. Oh, it does from the BRB. Excuse me. As numbers are even again. Millennia holding on here with the Strange. Goes down from Mace. And that is the power of Emma into these shielding tanks. There is that It's Jeff. And will this one find value? Everybody focus. No, it does not. Terra finds Chime, who goes down again, shutting down the It's Jeff. TTK in a dangerous position once more. Does not have cooldowns. They're doing Diamond Form Emma. Emma. Chuckles finds the Lena. Stinkers on a Terra, and they could do this now. Dreamland is going to find TTK. The OT is ticking down, and the stall is out. But Vinny falls, and here comes the portal. Can they maintain?
Really go either way. Dreamland, for as poor as their dominations have been so far, still looked very good versus 100Thies.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, their composition, their changes, they consistently bounce back. And I do think after the ban phase, Emma running it into double shield is very difficult. Obviously, the second shield comes through when you are on the retake. But at that point, it gives you a heavy advantage on these OT fights when you have Emma on point into 2 shields. Just an absolute bully fest. And you got to see that a few times with some huge Sonic seductions there, too. Essentially launching it off cooldown just due to the nature of being able to get so much free damage. But Stinkers here, 37, only fallen 9 times with
they gotta be able to protect Jibbery. He's the guy that should be able to dodge around, play low-key evasive at the current moment, sitting above his Terra, understanding where 100Thies want to take the fight. What do you do about that?
That is a huge pick early on and going to show the power of Torch. Millennium. Yeah, and that's the value to working on heroes. Terra was never really known for playing a ton of Torch until stage 2 here, and then getting a ton of value on Torch. Out goes that eye. Great timing there from TTK to try to force that out and get that pick there from the side on the side of Valentina. But that shield comes through to keep Valentina healthy, who is able to retreat backwards. Terra is going to force out that Nova.
A lot better at Ultron as of late, but it's nice to see him on Phoenix. And at the moment, 100Thieves, they don't have any ults, but a neutral. Oh my God, they find Mace.
Wow. And Terra's going to take out Jibbery again. These teams with these 1-2 right now. 100Thieves just finding these neutral picks.
Mainly Stinkers just able to take down his counterpart, or at least take down Terra in that fight, and that sort of gave him the edge. You need Terra alive in these 2-2 styles to win. You can't really ever come back via sustain due to the fact you're not playing a triple stratus composition. And at the moment, Dreamland trying to up the pace, make sure 100Thieves get some battle loss round number 1. We'll see he's waiting over the top side for the perfect dive. Obviously, waiting out those stratus ults in the current moment. All ults from Dreamland side. Last time Chuckles was dealt with by 100Thieves. Can they deal with them again, as well as Stinkers falls low on the top side angle?
And I love the gaming positions that you see as some of these cams, some of these people smelling the screen, if you will, like I do when I'm playing the game.
Just holding on to that old pressured out the back line of 100Thieves.
This is an incredible defense right now, a very defensible position, but at this point, 4 minutes and 17 seconds on this attack, and now we're down to a 30-second situation, and you do have TTK already on Strange, so if TTK is one of the last to fall in the fight, there will be no portal play back, so we are in final fight territory, potentially making a portal play off rip. Looks like they're going to hold on in case that is the case, where TTK falls early, but we start up once more.
And this is soon, you shut down TDK's Eye of Agamotto, but then he comes back and helps peel off Dreamland, who are changing things up. They put Chuckles back over to the group now instead, and I don't know, I'd be a little scared at the moment as Dreamland is, 100Thieves, this is kind of, I mean, you're wondering, okay, Wubbin has been a mainstay of this roster. We'll see if things change, obviously, moving forward, but 100Thieves obviously very happy with their current setup of their squad.
Yeah, and just for a lore perspective, Millennia was actually a duelist as well and transitioned to trying to learn this role and has been openly admitting that in interviews. So very, very, a strong player. Some nice damage, but Vinny onto Valentina trades another strategist, both of which are down again, but 100Thieves and Dreamland are holding on to 4 ultimates. Question is, whose will get more value? We'll find out in this fight.
I mean, how's Millennia just lived that whole time? I mean, this guy is being so sneaky on the Rocket Raccoon, diving, dashing around. Now out of the sky, takes down Terra, though, on making a page out of each other's book. I believe 100Thieves' attack was a little bit quicker, but that was still a huge attack by Dreamland. Stinkers opening it up, shutting down Terra in the sky on Wolverine. We've seen that a lot on Central Park, I feel like. Terra, of all people, usually shuts down those flying characters on the Wolverine. Stinkers today being the hero for Dreamland.
Here, Valentina tracking that, though. Will Delena be able to get this play? Good positioning here by Valentina. Ooh. Now Chuckles follows in on Delena. That stagger could be massive. It is, but Terra gets 2 back on the other side on point.
Yeah, what is it? I mean, Millennia's on the height with Vinny and Terra. They're going to try to clutch with a supernova. I mean, might as well. You found 2 in the neutral somehow. Could make it more.
Wow. Wow.
In the last fight, you just need that supernova to close it out. And right now, I mean, it's looking definitely like don't give Terra Human Torch, because he'll do things like that with his Vanguard and Vinny.
Now, of course, the eye, likely a push comes through. No one falls there from the Eye of Agamotto up in the sky. Stinkers just trying to get this all quickly. 75% looking to alt the invisible boundary as well, and Mace ready with the Psionic in this next fight.
Yeah, last time the Sonic came out from Mace, I believe Terra just sort of waited it out, and they find Mace early while he's popping it. Oh, that could be the nail in the coffin for Dreamland. Losing that ult and Mace back to back, that's brutal.
Yeah, I mean, we are going to have another in this position for them.
Yeah, it's looking like Terra alive with Vinny is just too much to overcome. And they're not even playing the Luna Snow, for example, for 100Thies. They don't even need it. They just want the Invis to pull Chuckles, make sure his life is miserable. They tie it up 1-1. 100Thies win on Aegis Path. And Dreamland honestly looks a little bit nervous now, Shib, against the veteran. You know, we talked about it. Go. But anything.
Stinkers gonna find Harvey early on in this fight, keep this space and own it. As right now Jeff is essentially out and ready, and the shield comes in at perfect timing. Goodbye to Millennia there. Good patience again, holding on near the Hulk, ready for that cooldown.
Yeah, they know that Jeff is the priority though, so they on the right side too. Right now 100Thies are split. Vinny's trying to at least maybe dislodge this push, but at the moment Dreamland's actually played this Namor comp very clinical, pretty much to a T.
Yeah, and they're going to keep the pressure on it.
Okay,
with the will. That does not find too much value. A decent idea here from Stinkers, who is going to have that pocket ult.
Jeff ult.
That was an insane positioning there by Stinkers to dodge that at that moment. Chime gonna put a ton of damage out here with the Rage of Ultron instead. Keep the team healthy. Good ult there in the end as Mage finds Delena. And again, Dreamland are walking and they have not stopped. 3 minutes on. Very close to point 2 here in the streets. Decision or a panic decision in this moment. I guess we'll find out shortly, but already Terra gonna find Chime, and great call by you in this switch up in composition as it is clearly working and they are retaking positioning. But again, 3 minutes 30 on point 2 is or point 3, excuse me, is a ton of time. So really good push here by Dreamland, who do.
Yeah, the change up at the moment is that they can at least deal with these off angles. It was really just sort of Vinny before. Now on Groot, Millennia is the one kind of dealing with him. And in the sky, he commits already an early ultimate. Does get brought in by a Sonic Seduction and also the extra damage from the See You Later.
Yeah, unfortunate timing there. If that ult was used just a little bit early, there would not.
This is one of the harder points to fully cap out on Hold the Jolly, at least. It's difficult, especially when the flexibility of one of the support players is they could play Star-Lord and Delena also play that Luna Snow. Who would have thought we would have seen this out of 100Thies? Dreamland now entering last fight territory. Have to make something work. Last time was countered. Terra's also on the flank.
Millennia playing lights out right now is just popping off. Terra, Vinny gonna find 2 more. Gonna spin to win through the portal and hold on before point 3. 100Thies stop them before the full push.
And well, I guess, the best DPS players, the best duelist players.
Holding the whole team back, burning those cooldowns to stay healthy. Great focus by Millennia there. And now still owning this space. 90 charge already available here for TTK. Is going to try to expel that dark magic on the front line. Not going to get too much value. And here goes the tackle right onto Terra, who's able to hold on here. Ton of damage goes out from Millennia. Terra finds Mace. You're dealing a ton of damage with that melee cancel at the moment. Finding the pick with the left click after the fact. TTK focusing now. These find 4. TTK, an absolute demon on the strain, showcasing why this hero is very much still in the meta. What a play there by TTK and Harvey.
Yeah, huge plays. And that Jeff, like you mentioned, is bot eyes right at the moment. The ult necessarily sometimes can get hard counter, but that might be.
And they will get point 2 here with more time than Dreamland. The question is, will they be able to push through and end this, or will Dreamland bounce back on the defense much like 100Thieves did?
Yeah, we'll have to wait and find out. I mean, Dreamland, this is the scariest spot you could be in, right? Yeah, going against the 100Thieves, who now swap Millennia back over to that Luna. In the nick of time is Chuckles. Stinker's also going to come back onto Psylocke as well. 100Thieves can't even pull because TTK was still alive on Dr. Strange, so Terra's not going to be in this fight as Dreamland have the 6.
Wow, this is insane. Huge high motor opportunity goes out. It does fine.
Just how much commitment is going over to this Namor Hulk combination that just really wasn't working out from Dreamland, unfortunately. I mean, it was kind of actually good on attack. It's surprising they didn't do it too much on the defense shit, but for 100Thieves, I mean, they...
Thieves, but again, and now it is back again, potentially one of, if not the best Wolverine in the game. Mace falls 2, as we will see this come back. Delena on the hit scan. Terra again back and forth with these duelists, looking like I said, stage 1 100Thieves at this moment, just walking them down.
Yeah, I don't think Dreamland expected Mr. Terra to be on the Wolverine. That was terrifying for sure. And, you know, they get the kidnap, but at the end of the day, they've kind of kidnapped their own point per
Terra on a chime, and those even one trades, if you find one with an ultimate, that is plenty. You do not need full stack ults. I believe that is one of the bigger struggles from folks who are trying to climb the lower side of the ladder. They think they need to find a 5-piece with every ultimate. One is plenty of value, or even forcing out cooldown. CTK finds another Vinny onto Chuckles, and 100Thies are already at 80%. And a double follow-up once more. Make it 3. Why don't you? As Terra gets another. It's all about cleaning up the point now, and 100Thies are going to get this job done very quickly.
Wow. I mean, that was a dominant performance from 100Thies. If we take a look at the stats after this, you're not going to see many elims going on to their way. I mean, we saw what Delena go down once. And then maybe like somebody else. They would just come back, and then on the third map when it was like 1-1 tied, they would just dominate. And it was like they were just playing with their food. Like this team somehow, like I don't know what it is, but they just sandbag early and then just crush their opponents. But Dreamland still have a chance here. And I mean, it doesn't exactly bode well that 100Thies had, you know, ults to work with.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. As here we go once more.
Nervous at points, and 100Thies definitely looked locked in.
Yeah, I agree. It's ever since they lost that first map, they've looked like a brand new team. Only some small struggles, but outside of 1 or 2 fights, they always seem to come back and roll for a few fights in a row. Dreamland, an incredibly strong team. I think just a little bit of a mentality, morale, or maybe even momentum shift right now. They need to try to work on and get that back, as that early Psionic is not going to be able to find too many walking, and there is the close off here, trying to find value onto Mace, who does fall down. Mace finds Harvey, though, to try to trade this. There goes another strangling prison from Vinny, which is unable to get too much value yet. Delena going to take out Chime in the sky. Stinkers onto Delena to even that again. And I believe Dreamland now are going to hold on as Chuckles takes out Millennia. No real strategist to keep the team up as Harvey's coming back. But TTK's committing either way. Finds a few in the back line.
Get started for Dreamland.
Yeah, I mean, this is that momentum shift, right? Like this, it's starting to look like a team that's coordinated again. Oh, we're just going to go right to the back line here and play aggro on the spawn. And that is a crazy smart play. Stinkers goes down. That is genius here. Coming in again, up in numbers. Stinkers going to have to res back. Down on the lower side bracket, they do.
Wow, that was incredible by 100Thies, and like we mentioned, Shiv, that is how they always do it. It feels like the last map of the series.
Farah is wild as 100Thies press